morning, Mrs. LeRoux. I wrote some stuff down today because I didn't want to forget it for you guys, but good morning to you too, Mr. Kutch, and the rest of the 2017 and 18 teaching staff. My name's Nicholas Hathaway. I am a 2013 Clinton High graduate. When I read the message about making this video, I almost could not believe that I was one of the people asked, but at the same time, it was crazy because this is kind of like, it touches home with me, this story right here. Ever since I was about 16, I knew I wanted to be a barber. I had a pair of clippers, and I was always cutting my friends' hairs, making a mess in the kitchen, leaving hair everywhere for my mom. And then when I told my dad that I wanted to be a barber, he was like, all right, cool, son, I understand that's what you want to do, but let me explain a couple things to you first. So the first thing he told me pretty much was barber school is no financial aid, and you're gonna have to work at Custom Pack third shift at night while you go to school all day. I knew I didn't want to work in a factory, that's why I wanted to be a barber. Then he said, son, look online. The average barber is only gonna make about $26,000 a year. And then he was like, son, you remember you went to the doctor's office last week, got on top of the fridge, pulled out the bill and was like, look, my job pays for this. As a barber, you're not gonna have that. So I was real kind of skeptical on being a barber at the time. And then I went to school and we were doing this project in class. And the project is you kind of had to write down some information about what you wanted to be when you get older, almost present a PowerPoint about it. And at the time I knew I wanted to be a barber, and I was telling my teacher, who, if you guys tell him that I made this video or I mentioned him in this video, I promise I will deny it all. But I told my teacher some of the things that were going on at home and some of the stuff that me and my father had been talking about. And when I told him this, I kind of left class, and later that day he came and got me and he pulled me off to the side and was like, Nick, I think you have the personality to be an awesome barber. He said, I think you have exactly what it takes, and your dad's partially right. That stuff he was telling you is kind of right about right here in Clinton, Iowa. He said, Nick, but what do you think about going bigger, going somewhere else? And I really just kind of remembered that. And here I am today. I graduated barber school and I cut hair at a very successful barbershop in Las Vegas, Nevada, Indicut Barbershop on Green Valley Parkway and Sunset Drive, where there's actually 10 barbers in here, there's 10 barbers in here, and some of them have celebrity clients who come in weekly. They have nice cars, everything, and I make a good amount of money. And I probably never would have done this had, I promise I'll deny it if you guys tell him, but I would have never done it had Dan Pataska not pulled me off to the side and been like, no, Nick, I think you're up to something. You have an excellent idea, and I really think that's something you need to pursue, and this is why. And when he told me that, he almost wasn't even teaching me something. He was more or less putting me on game about life. And for that, Mr. Pataska, I appreciate it. Thank you. And you guys, 2017, 2018 teaching staff, I hope you can touch a student just like that.
My name is Hope Scully and I graduated in 2017. My life without CHS would actually probably not be very good, because my family and I moved here 2 years ago and I did not have very good grades at my old school, and I was always with the wrong crowd. It's really nice that the teachers at the school care about you and always want you to do your best, because coming from a school that the teachers didn't really care whether you passed or you failed, and then coming to CHS and being able to tell that they really actually did care about what you were going through, what was stopping you from being the best you could be in school or doing the best you could do in school. It was really quite a change, and I'm more appreciative now than I was then, because like I said, I wouldn't have been able to graduate.
Hi, my name is Monique Harris. I graduated from Clinton High School in 2014. I actually graduated early, so it would have been November of 2013 technically. My biggest challenge in school for me was, to be honest, just getting there, but being at the school and like having the support of the teachers really made it easy for me to finish and work hard and do what I needed to do in the classroom. I would say like I overcame these challenges because of the teachers that were there and the care that they had for every student and the support that they had and their motivation and their energy that they had every day to give towards the students was really great. What it means to me to have a group of people that care about you is just someone or a group of people that are just always there to be there for you no matter what decision you make, whether you decide to quit playing your sport that you're doing in college or decide to quit college and move on and do something more productive, maybe get a job or something. Just being there no matter what decision that you make is what it means to me for someone to be supportive of you. I feel like I am more appreciative now of what I've had in high school. I feel like back in the day, I don't think people would have thought I was that appreciative, but now looking back, like I appreciate everyone at that school and appreciate everything that you guys have ever done for us because you're there for us. And I just want you guys to know that we really do appreciate you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Erin Wenzel, and I graduated in 2014.
I'm Ty Winslow, and I graduated in 2017.
My biggest struggle in high school was probably my senior year of basketball.
My biggest struggle in high school would be that the older you get, the more things you can do, so you got to find time to balance your schoolwork and your other activities.
I would like to give my thanks to Coach Wilden, Coach Massey, Miss Dorn, Grizz, Herrig, Tony Smith, and Mr. Schneeberger.
I'd like to give my thanks to Tony Smith, Nate Herrig, Mike Griswold, Cullen Schneeberger.
I know that as we've grown up, they've always stuck by our sides and supported us with whatever we've done. I appreciate all the advice that you guys have given us throughout our years, because without that, we wouldn't be who we are today. And I think that we still apply what you gave us in high school with our life now.
I would like to say thank you also and for pushing me to be my best every day, and spending 4 years with you guys is awesome, and I still keep in touch with them now, asking how I'm doing out at school.
We appreciate you so much, and thank you, Clinton High School, for making us the people we are. We wouldn't be the same without you.
Ms. Dorn messaged me not too long ago asking me if I could answer a few questions from way back in high school, and I said yes. So here are the questions. Number one, my name and graduation year. My name is Neil Lopez. My graduation is 2017. Number two, the biggest challenge in school. For me, it was waking up, paying attention in class, and I didn't really get along with a lot of people. I just got along with one person, Isaiah Bailey. And then question number three, how did you overcome those challenges? I didn't. I just had people pushing me to do better. And so one of them was Miss Dorn. Pretty much all my teachers, they would want to help me. So question number four, what would your life have been without CHS? It would be bad. I'd probably be working some really low-paying job. I wouldn't be doing the things I'm doing today. I'd probably be doing drugs or being with the wrong people, really. Question number five, describe the impact your teachers had on you. Would you be successful as you are today without them? No, I would not be as successful as I am without them, because on the last day of school, Miss Dorn brought me in to her room and said that I needed to finish up some finals and some homework that I didn't do in the previous trimester. And if she wouldn't have done that, then I most likely wouldn't have graduated, and I would be stuck at CHS probably for a while. So they had a really big impact on me, and not just Miss Norm, but everybody. On question number six, what does it mean to have a group of people care for you? It means a lot. You really don't need anything else but that, in my opinion. People who care for you, it's priceless. Question number seven, are you more appreciative now than you were back in the day? And would anyone know that you appreciated them? No, no one would know that I appreciated them if I didn't graduate and do the things I'm doing now. And yeah, I'm more appreciative now than I was before, because back then I kind of just took it all for granted. And I did my own thing, and I just kind of said that I'd take it one step at a time. And I didn't go to school. I barely was in class. People would be, when I was in class, people would ask me, like, dang, are you still in this class? And stuff like that. So, yeah, it was a struggle, but I still got through it. And with help from my friends, family, teachers, principal, everybody, really. And, and the janitor, Mr. and Neil. I forgot his last name, but Neil. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I have for the questions.
Hi, my name's Mackenzie Morse, and I graduated in 2016. My freshman year, I was at Augustana College in Rock Island, Illinois, and I made a really big decision to transfer to UNI, and that's where I am right now. I'm in my dorm room, and it was a big decision for me. I made a lot of friends at Augustana. I was really comfortable, and I think the teachers at Clinton High School always taught me that sometimes, being comfortable is okay, but sometimes you have to do something bigger. You have to get outside your comfort zone and do stuff that you never thought you would do. And so I made a really big decision to transfer here. I know some people here, but I've really been pushing myself to meet new people, pursue my major in criminal justice, and just kind of get out there more than I ever thought I would have. And I really want to thank the teachers that I had throughout high school that have shaped me into who I am and have taught me to get outside of my comfort zone. So, thank you.
Hi, my name is Ruby Adland. I graduated last year in 2017, and today I'm going to talk about my experience at high school to motivate the teachers. I was asked by Miss Dorn to make a video. So my difficulty in high school, I guess, was just never really reaching my full potential. I know I worked hard in soccer and I never really got as far as I wanted to in that, and that was kind of hard. But I stayed motivated and I did everything I needed to pursue that. About the staff, I know we have a great staff at CHS, like Grizz, Denahi, Kutch, Coach LeRoux, Miss Dorn, Jamich, bless his heart, he had to go to Cedar Rapids, Schnee, Miss Kenny, Pataska, and literally there's maybe like 2 teachers who aren't good teachers. Every teacher at CHS is a great teacher. I've never really had any issues with any of the teachers. You know that you can walk up to any of them with any problem. They'll do anything they can to help you. So, any new teacher coming in this year, I hope you love them just as much as everybody else does here. You really got a great place to call home now, especially with the family. They're like a family. When the Steinis and Chris Foster, everybody came together, and it was awesome to see what they could all do. And the last question, I don't know if they've appreciated me, or they know that I don't know if they know I appreciate them, but I do. Especially all the teachers I just listed, coaches, and everybody who's always been there. Even just to have a good laugh at the end of the day, they're always there. They're always around. It's a really great school, and I hope you guys have a great year. I'm sitting in some Army barracks right now because, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a lot of them. And I'm just really thankful. Go Kings and Queens.
Hi, my name is Wendy Jennings, and I have 2 kids who graduated from Clinton High School. Brady graduated in 2012 and Reed graduated in 2015. And in thinking back on all the teachers that they've had, several stand out. I would say for Brady, it would be Tim Klein. It's about the way he made them feel as students that has carried over into their adult life. I remember Brady calling one time from college and saying, I feel so bad for kids who didn't have a teacher like Mr. Klein because they're so lost. And Brady will tell you to this day that Mr. Klein was one of the first teachers who made him believe in himself and who made Brady believe he could do anything that he wanted to do. For Reed, I would say one of those teachers was Melissa LeRoux. As a mama, it was hard to hear that he needed to go into the at-risk class for a math class, but it ended up being a blessing. She poured into him and developed confidence in him and helped him overcome all kinds of hurdles related to learning. And she still, to this day, is a topic of conversation and someone we look back on and smile and are so glad she became part of our lives. I will also say for Reed, Josh Hahn and Carl Wolf were the reason probably Reed got out of bed every day and went to school, because they made him feel successful. They made him feel like they cared, that he was there. I am grateful to Clinton High for the role that they took in my kids' life, from the administration to the custodians to everybody walking the halls at Clinton High made my boys be better versions of themselves. And looking back, I can't really think of anything that I would change at Clinton High. It was a positive environment that gave my kids a great start once they hit college. And you know that all these years later, when your kids are still talking about teachers from Clinton High, you know that they've made an impact. So keep believing, keep pushing those kids, and for you, they will move mountains.
Hi, and good morning. I don't know if everybody knows me, but I'm Kim Mulholland. I'm Abby Mulholland's mother. She graduated last year. Though there are many challenges going to high school, along with hormones and meeting new people, some I think that Abby would come home the most was learning how to study for the different subjects that they didn't learn in middle school. Also teaching, so the toughest teachers are the ones that are motivating them, helping them to do their own work, and showing them with positive reinforcement. And there's a lot of good teachers at CHS that did help Abby with that. The support system at CHS, I think, is awesome. Programs at the school, all of the pep rallies and the assemblies in the high school, I know a lot of her friends liked that. Developing and reaching out to some of the teachers. Abby said there was a couple, even though she wasn't a huge athlete, a couple of the weightlifting coaches, etc., would help her with some advice about how to deal with friendships and certain pressures of high school. And that was really nice to know, that she could ask those teachers and get their insight, because, not necessarily was my opinion ever validated, or did she think it was worth much. So it was nice that she could reach out and talk to some of those teachers at Clinton High and be honest, and they didn't judge her, and asked for her to make better decisions and maybe, possibly make some better friends. And, she shouldn't feel punished or anything like that. And it was kind of nice, because it's hard to raise a high schooler, and so it's nice to know that the staff at CHS was able to help me and her dad with that process. And one of the great things at CHS, I do like that. The teachers there promote togetherness, strength. The programs there are wonderful. The kids do need, though, to be able to feel like they can participate and reach out and not be judged. Unfortunately, with a lot of social media, things can already be preconceived, and then the kids don't feel like they're worth it. But the teachers that reach out and include those kids really do help. I've seen it firsthand myself as Abby went through high school, and now I have another one going through the same process. And so it's nice to have that connection. Thank you for, treating my children like they would be yours, punishing them when needed, keeping them on a straight and narrow, but also, helping them through some of those pressures that they have to go through that they may not come home and tell us about. I don't think you have that at other high schools. You might in smaller groups. There again, I think Clinton High is just the right size. It's not too small, and it's not too big. If you have to change your playground and your playmates, you can do that, and the kids won't be left out. And I do like that about Clinton High. great camaraderie there, and the teachers and the principal staff are just awesome. Couldn't say anything more. I hope you guys have a great school year.
Hi, I'm Ryan Driscoll. I graduated in the class of 2013. This past May, I graduated from the University of Iowa, and I also commissioned as a second lieutenant in the Army, in which I go active duty next month. I would say I did not have one overarching big problem while I was in school. However, I think it's the little challenges that can change every day that were the biggest issue for me. And I think to overcome these issues is to wake up every day with a positive attitude and willing to put in the work for whatever task is at hand. And I think teachers, students, if you come in with a great attitude, that you will be successful. I think you'll be hard-pressed to find someone that comes in with a good attitude every day, puts in the work, that is not successful. And I think it's contagious. If you have a positive attitude, it's going to be contagious. You're going to see it in your students. If students are positive, you're going to see it in the teachers. And I think it's a two-way street there, and I think it's very important to be successful is to have a positive attitude and work hard. What would my life be without CHS? It's tough to say. I couldn't tell you most of the things that I learned at Clinton High. However, I still remember most of my teachers, Mrs. Tegler, Mr. McEwen, Mrs. Long, Schmitty, Grizz, all those people have really left an everlasting impact on me. I still remember everyone. Not really what we learned, but just the interaction and the positive things that they did in my life. It's interesting because when I see these teachers now, they still care about me, and I definitely still care about them. The outpour of support from the CHS faculty has been truly incredible for my brother and I these past few years. Mrs. Steinis specifically helped my brother immensely his senior year. And I think it's awesome to kind of see the community rally again around her and what she's fighting through. And being able to be behind her through her battle and kind of, reciprocate the love that she showed us. It's amazing. So I'm proud to be from Clinton. I'm proud of where I'm from, how it built me up to where I am now, who I am. I know Clinton teachers are pulling for all their students to be successful in life, and we care about all the teachers as well. Looking back, I would say I think I'm probably more appreciative now than probably most people, just because of everything I've probably been through in the past couple of years, everything I realized I had. I'm truly grateful of my upbringing, being from Clinton High, all the work ethic I was taught, how to be successful, and how to be caring, how to be loving. So truly, if you're not from Clinton, you don't understand it, but being from Clinton, I'm super proud, and most people just don't understand that, but it is what it is, because I'm a River King for life. So great support system here in the community, like I was saying. I know being a teacher can definitely be frustrating when you have a smart aleck kid like me, but if you guys strive towards excellence in this upcoming school year and continue to do great things like I know Clinton High always will, hopefully you make a huge impact on kids' lives like you had mine. Thank you.